Hi folks, and welcome back to my kitchen table for another kitchen table sessions. I am interested in talking to you today as we come upon midsummer in a sort of a casual way. So I've got my mason jar, well it's a ball jar, mason jar, full of ice water. Lovely. And I wanted to take a minute here in my kitchen just to talk to you about something that is personal to me related to money. This has to do with money triggers, or I guess you could call it spending triggers. And it means, what is it that makes me spend money in a way that later on I wished that I hadn't spent it? There are lots and lots of videos out there on YouTube about this concept and asking people to really evaluate what their own spending triggers are or might be. And I have a hard time with this one because I tend to be sort of prideful about the fact that I only buy things for my children, for instance, or I only buy things that are absolutely necessary or that fit my priorities. Well, this is complete baloney, as I'm sure you know. We all have situations where we might want to spend money and it's not really good for us. So this is me telling you where it is that I want to spend money that's not good for me. And I can think of a few. I'm just going to do this sort of off the cuff. As I think of them, I'll tell you, and there are probably more. One of the big ones for me is if I'm tired. So I have banned myself from going online to Amazon or to Target after about 1 p.m. because I can't trust myself. I can't make a good decision. I'm going to buy something. I have had times where I just went on there anyway and I'll put it in my cart, but I won't let myself buy it until the next morning. Once I've had a good night's sleep, I'll look at it and go, no, what were you thinking? So being tired is a time when I just spend. I'll just spend. And it's not just like online shopping when I'm sitting at home. I'll actually take the energy that I don't have and get in my car and go get takeout pizza, which is ridiculous because I could go 2 minutes more down the road, pick up a frozen pizza for less than $5, come home and cook it. You know, it's like I'm not thinking when I'm tired. Another spending trigger for me is any time when I'm in a state of heightened emotion. This could be happy, angry, sad, anxious, whatever that state of heightened emotion is, when it's sort of outside of my usual range of emotions, which may be pretty high. I am a soprano after all. But when I go outside of that, I want to spend money. And I don't want to spend it on anything that's good for me. I want to spend it on stuff that's going to be bad for me. I just love in those kinds of times when it's real heightened emotion, I could spend $200 in a month at Starbucks without even thinking about it. More. I could spend more. And I've done it. One of the things that actually got me to start thinking about what I was doing with money was I went and tracked how much I was spending at Starbucks. It wasn't good. So yeah, heightened emotion, being tired. Another one is if I'm outside of my usual daily routine. For some reason, when I get outside of my usual daily routine, I want to spend money. And a lot of times, I don't get outside of my daily routine unless I'm on vacation. So I'm already on a trip. I've already been spending money like to get there, or I've spent some money to buy food for the kids, that kind of thing. So I'm already in that sort of mindset of, well, I've already spent the money. This much is more isn't going to hurt. And then I get back home and I go, why did I spend that? I don't remember. What did I get for that? I don't remember. You know, and that's the tough thing about these spending triggers for me. I don't know if that's true for you. I'm curious. Do you have certain spending triggers that you can easily identify? And is one of the components that later on you can't remember why you thought it was so important? because that's like a really big thing for me, is when I'm in that sort of spending triggers moment, it's so, so, so important. And later I look at it and go, no, that wasn't important. Why did you think that was important? And I have that conversation with myself, and my other self goes, I don't know. I'm usually tired, heightened emotion, or I'm on a trip, I'm on vacation, something's different. And in fact, I am really hoping, I'm doing some traveling this month in June, and I'm hoping to report to you some success in that spending triggers area at the end of June from my cash envelope system. So stay tuned. I'm trying to work a new plan regarding how I'm planning my money for my vacation trip in June, so that I have a budget and I stick with it. And I think I'm gonna keep myself to a real strict cash envelope system. I'm staying with family and friends, so if I spend all of that stupidly, I can eat macaroni and cheese at the relative's house. That's, you know, it's gonna be fine. So I'm not worried about like literally running out of money. But yeah, that being out of my routine, especially with travel, that's a real big spending trigger. And this is a huge issue for me. One of the main reasons I wanted to record this video, which turns out to be a bit of a confessional for me, is I would like to do a whole lot more traveling, but if I don't get my travel related spending under control, I'm not gonna be able to let myself do it. Just as a parent to myself, you know, I'm not gonna be able to let it happen. So yeah, that out of my routine, on a trip, on vacation, that kind of spending trigger, that's my sort of biggest one. Those are my three: being tired, being in a state of heightened emotion, being outside of my daily routine. So basically, if I stay rested, if I stay calm, and if I plan a new routine in advance, I should be okay. There are still times when I just have to drag myself away from, especially something like Starbucks, which doesn't seem like a lot. I mean, it's $5 here, $5 there. And for someone with my level of income, obviously the life that you see around me when you look behind me, you're gonna be saying, well, this is $5. I mean, occasionally that's all right. This is true. This is absolutely true. But I have a really complicated history with $5 here, $5 there, $5 there, $5 there, and then the end of the month comes and I'm like, where did my money go? You know? Like that's that old song, She's So Fine, There's No Telling Where My Money Went. That's my whole spending trigger. I was so tired, I was so sad, I was on a trip, there's no telling where my money went. So my spending triggers are 3, but major. So stay rested, stay calm, stay routine. I need to get that printed on a t-shirt or possibly tattooed onto the inside of my eyelids. Do you have a spending trigger? Or have you achieved spending enlightenment? Share your wisdom, share your confessional. Tell me all. If you like talking about this kind of thing, related to being frugal, being minimal, and living very intentionally, especially aimed at the needs of the mature woman, but hey, anybody's welcome, I would invite you to jump in here at the kitchen table. There's some coffee back there. You can make yourself an espresso. Click the like button if you like this video, and click the notifications bell so you can see the next videos, and then check in with me at the end of June to see how I did. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.